Anesongib versus Slim is happening. Now, who's going to win this fight? Well, before we talk about who's going to win this fight, let's take a look at their latest performances, in which Anesongib fought Austin McBroom for a second time, in which both started out very slow in round 1 until Anesongib let his hands go, land some great shots in round 2, but then the fight had to be stopped due to Austin McBroom getting an injury in round 3. And after this, Anesongib wanted to fight Jarvis, in which Gibb started out very fast, landed some great combinations, took control of the whole entire fight, landed Jarvis, and he ended up taking it by decision. Now, let's take a look at Slim's latest performances, in which he fought Tom Zanetti, in which both started out very fast, both went back and forth, both landed some great shots, but Slim ended up taking it by decision.
And still, the Misfits.
After this, Slim went on to fight Saul Poppy, in which Saul Poppy took control of the early rounds until Slim let his hands go, dropped and put a lot of punishment on Saul Poppy, in which the wrestling enough and stopped the fight in round 4.
Now, this fight is a true influencer boxing match, and the reason why this fight has so much hype behind it and why so many people wanted to see this fight happen is because both Anesongib and Slim are OGs of the influencer boxing game, and they have managed to put on very good performances throughout their career, which is why it's been so hype, and which is why most people see it as a 50-50 fight, because both men are new to the boxing game. They're highly skilled, and you can even argue that both Slim and Anesongib are probably one of the most skilled influencer boxers out there. So now let's talk about this 50-50 fight, since both Gibb and Slim were going back and forth in a heated exchange in their face-off. Well, first of all, I don't like how Anesongib, in an interview after their face-off, he was listing Slim's opponents, and he was basically talking bad on Slim's opponents, trying to make it seem like Slim isn't a worthy opponent and he's not a threat whatsoever. But my opinion is that Gabe can't be talking about opponents, because when we take a look at his most popular fights, they aren't that great. First of all, he got embarrassed and he badly lost to Jay Paul, and then he went on to fight a TikToker who was just a punching bag and he still couldn't get the finish, and obviously I'm talking about Taylor Holder. And then he went on to fight Austin McBroom, who has never boxed before. All he's done was beat a TikToker, and that's obviously Bryce Hall. And it doesn't end there, because then he went on to fight Jarvis, who also only fought a TikToker, and then he went on to fight someone who had no boxing skills whatsoever, and he quit due to being tired, and that was obviously Tom Zanetti. So realistically, Gabe can't be talking about opponents when his opponents are nowhere near as good as Slim's opponents. So the way I see this fight playing out is that Slim, being the longer and taller fighter, he is definitely going to have more success with staying at a range that he's comfortable with, picking his shots very wisely, and touching up Anesongib. He can't try to make it a dogfight, because that will favor Anesongib, as it would allow him to come in range and land big shots, like how he did against Taylor Holder. But my final prediction is that I got Slim winning this fight, because we have seen Anesongib get dropped multiple times, and we have seen him get dominated before. And as for Slim, yes, we have seen him tired, and yes, we have seen him take a bunch of punishment, but he's always managed to get the win. So I do got Slim beating Anesongib.